Ruzhoffs, my lovelies, inspiring you to live an empowered life. Would you trust your partner saying, she's just a friend, or he's just a friend? Or would you rather trust a car without brakes? That's what we're going to talk about today. Your partner having a best friend of the opposite gender. If you're a man, are you okay having your partner have a male best friend? And ladies, are you okay if your man has a female as his best friend? Definitely requesting you to hit the comment section and let's start the chat. If you ask me, I think every single one of us should have a friend of the opposite gender. And this is why, and I'm going to talk as a female, as a woman, and the benefits. For me, the interesting bit is men or males in general are less emotional. I'm not saying they don't have emotions, but they act more with their head, with their thoughts. Unlike us women, everything is emotional, always. So if you have a male best friend, he's probably going to be, in some cases, more useful, more practical than your female bestie. Your male best friend is going to tell you things straight away, tell you head on, nothing like, sweet little lies, what women do a lot with each other. I don't like that. And that's why I'm saying, for me, I believe it's very important for every woman to have a male. It doesn't have to be best friend, bestie, but you can have a male friend. We all definitely need that. I also believe that we can learn a lot from each other. Like I said, we women are wired differently when it comes to decision making, to emotions compared to men. So if you have someone of the opposite gender as a friend, if you're a man and your best friend or your friend is a girl or a female, and vice versa, you get to learn a lot from each other. The men get to learn how to connect with their emotions, and the women also get to learn how to be more subjective in certain situations, and not really always over emotionalize everything. And then, of course, just like the different energies, the male and female energies are also different. So we could benefit from each other's energies. The woman benefits from the male bestie's energy, and the man benefits from the female bestie energy. So as you can already hear, I have absolutely nothing against my partner having a female as a very good friend, and vice versa for me. But it is very important to keep boundaries, to respect those boundaries. Like, I'll be delving into it later. So for me, if my partner has a female best friend and he's keeping the boundaries, and it's not a blurred line, where you're not sure if they're besties or they're besties with benefits, then I have absolutely nothing against that. And definitely, once you have a male best friend, I think it also helps you can see it this way, it helps you to understand men. Most of the times we've asked ourselves, why do men act like this, or why did my boyfriend do this, or why doesn't he understand me, ABC. But if you have a male bestie, you'll get an inkling of what it's like to be a man, how they really tick. Not all men are the same, of course, but the basics, the general things, the energies, how men react to different situations. That could be very helpful for you, not just in your relationship, but even in the workspace. We talk about how do you deal with male colleagues, how do you deal with other different genders in society. That is also for men. If you have a female bestie, then you know how to deal with your female colleagues. You know how to deal with your partner, probably because you understand the female energy. So definitely it is very important. Diving into my experience, like I've always told you, I don't have really besties per se. um but one of my best friends for a long time was male. He passed, unfortunately, in the corona season. But from my experience, what I learned is that it is only honestly a win-win situation. I learned a lot from him. I benefited a lot from, his knowledge, the fact that he had different energies, the fact that he had different reactions to different situations. It was a win-win. And for me, being an introvert and also being someone who doesn't like drama, he was a perfect friend. It's very rare, or probably even never going to happen, if you have a male best friend, for you to have drama like we do with our female friends. Probably you'll be the one causing the drama instead of your male bestie. And for the men, and for the men, of course, having a female as your best friend again will give you the resilience you need to be able to deal with females in every life situation you're in. So for me, my experience with male friends, male best friends, has been a very, very positive one. And to be honest, I would prefer to have a male best friend than a female best friend if the chance offered itself. Though, as I always say, I'm not looking for friends. I'm at a stage in my life where my life is perfect. Has always been like that. I've never had the desire to, per se. I definitely need a bestie. I love to handle life on my own, and it always works. So I'm comfortable with that. But I had absolutely nothing against a male bestie. So just so you know, I'm on the other side that believes it is okay to have a best friend or a friend of the opposite gender. So I'm probably going to be the kind of woman that tells you, oh, come on, babe, he's just a friend. So you either have to trust me, or you'll be the kind that is like, I would rather trust a car without brakes than trust the, oh, he's just a friend kind of woman. And of course, go on, join the chat. What is your experience? I talked about this on my socials on Facebook and Instagram. Go follow me there. The name is Ruzhoffs, just like on YouTube. And it was the 50-50. I had people who are saying, yes, I'm perfect with that. And then I had people who are like, absolutely not. I would rather trust a car without brakes because I've had a bad experience with that, and I'm sorry about that. So that's what I need to hear from you. Have you experienced anything like that? Or are you just having insecurities? I've had people also comment because they're just insecure. And that is the part I'm going to delve right in. Yes, there are risks. Most of the time, people say when you have a friend of the opposite gender, there are always ulterior motives. Could be, especially if someone maybe is interested in you right from the beginning and he or she ends up being unfortunately friend zoned without your knowledge. But most of the time, there's never ulterior motives at the beginning. The only danger comes in when, the saying where they say the best marriage is when you marry your best friend. So this is when the danger comes in. When someone is your friend, when someone is your best friend, you're probably telling them everything and nothing. And if you're dating or in a marriage or in a relationship, probably even telling them about the hardships, the situationships that you're going through. So it kind of makes your other relationship very vulnerable. It gives this person an upper hand, an uppercut, to know what is bothering you, what you desire. And should you be in a vulnerable state at some point, you've had a fight with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, um, this person could come into the picture. There's always that danger. And that's why I said from the beginning, there has to be very clear boundaries. And if you're married or in a relationship, it is very important for your partner to know the other bestie. Will it stop them from maybe cheating with the bestie? No, of course. But definitely it helps with creating boundaries. At the beginning, actually, I was like, ulterior motives, maybe it's very common with men because men like to flirt, they'll, even when they're your best friends, they'll send you like, flirty emojis, compliment you. So you might get confused. If you don't know the boundaries, you may be like, oh, maybe he's interested in me. But again, think about it as like, actually, when you have a female best friend, it's more dangerous because most of the time, females, that's going to sound mean. Not that we always have ulterior motives, but like I said, I trust men more than women. And from my experience, women, we're complicated. We're really complicated. And I think it's our emotions that makes it very complicated. So if your boyfriend, husband has a female as a best friend, I would say definitely keep an eye out. The possibility that they end up becoming best friends with benefits or even a full-blown affair is very high. Unfortunately, the risk is very, very high. Um, Of course, there's also the danger of being taken advantage of, like someone saying you're my best friend, but they just want to be best friends with benefits. The jealousy, of course, like I said, if you're in a committed relationship and then you have a best friend of the opposite gender, there's most likely going to be jealousies. And that is on both sides, be it men or women. Your husband, your boyfriend is probably going to be jealous of your male best friend. And you, as a woman, being that we are very emotional, we are very dramatic, we're probably going to be jealous of our husbands, our boyfriends, female best friends. I included, okay? I'm not an angel, but I'm open to it, as long as my husband, my boyfriend treats that with dignity, with respect, and with boundaries. So, as I conclude, before I actually do, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm so thankful for all of you that have joined our family. We're so many right now. Keep on spreading the word, keep on spreading the videos. Follow me on my socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Thread, Snapchat, the same name, Ruzhoffs, like here. And let's grow our community, let's grow our family, let's empower each other. And of course, if you like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up because it helps with the algorithm. So, my loves, my conclusion, my personal conclusion is it wouldn't hurt. Just try it out, You don't must, but I believe the benefits of having a best friend or a friend of the opposite gender are very, very enormous in all aspects of your life, be it in the workspace, be it in the dating world, be it in navigating life and navigating life situations in your career. You always need a balance of both sides to be able to navigate life. If you're going to go to boardrooms and have meetings with probably a boardroom of just men, you need to be able to know how to deal with men, how are men wired. But if you've been dealing with only females and you get into a boardroom meeting with just males, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. You'll not be able to pitch a service to just males, for example, and maybe be successful because your mind is just a ton of bleak. So it helps widens your bleak and widens your experience and widens your knowledge, which in general helps you to navigate life. My lovelies, I'm here to inspire, uplift, and empower you. Until next time, bye.